Okay, I'm at PURANA QILA, originally built 1538 to 1545. It's another massive fort here in Delhi. Okay, there's a gatehouse, or at least the entryway. Let's see. Does this one have? Again, there are no murder holes in the ceiling. And there are no arrow loops or attack points on the walls here. You only have, we have 2 gates, so that's good. Maybe there are points here on the side. No, there are none. All right. So, if you wanted to come in this place, you get through 2 gates. You don't get trapped in the middle. However, you could have put a gate here, which would have made it much better. And then you have many more attack points for when your enemies are invading your fort. It's the western entrance to the fort. Wall is 20 meters high. Sandstone and marble. Okay. The walls here are pretty spectacular. It's built on a big slope, which is really good for defensibility. Seems as if there are some arrow loops here. I don't know if they were. It's kind of odd. I don't see any battlements. Okay. There are some up there, so it looks like they have all crumbled, collapsed, or been destroyed. There possibly could have been a walkway here in front of these arrow loops, so you could fire down on your enemies from a defensive position, not exposing yourself to attack in return, or at least minimally. It's much easier to fire out of an arrow loop than it is to fire into one. Hopefully I'm not getting myself in trouble for coming up here. I don't know if I can get the view of this. I didn't bring my selfie stick. I never bring my selfie stick. Okay. I don't know what you guys can see there, but hopefully it was cool. Though it's just a view outward onto the street, I guess. I've seen enough of Indian streets in my videos. Let's check out the real reason people would like to come here. They have these spectacular ancient buildings that really show the power of the people who ruled these lands in the past, and the artisanship and craftsmanship of the people who built these awesome forts. I wish that somebody in India would hire a decent electrician as to not have janky wiring hanging down in every possible place. I mean, they're making money at the gate. I'm sure they could hire one decent electrician. It's just... it gets in the way, guys. It gets in the way. I'm gonna make my way around the walls, and I'm sure there's some buildings within this complex that have various dates and styles of construction, or possibly it's all uniform. The Red Fort had many different types of buildings in there. Lots of white marble, but it also had some British construction. There are many people who ruled over this here fort, and each of them wanted to leave a legacy of their own. So I bet there's some good things to see outside of just the walls, even though the walls are enough for me. It's 300 rupees to get in as a foreigner. I think Indians are like 40 rupees or something like that. How would you like to be locked in here for a couple years? This indeed is a cell. It certainly could be used as one. Now it looks like a repository for maintenance junk, rather than taking it away to a requisite location for waste disposal. It's just piled willy-nilly inside these walls. And also here, I'm guessing now that I see that all of these rooms are just gonna be full of junk rather than not. Okay, I'm gonna go up these stairs right here by this little theater, by these steps, and let's see. Hopefully I won't be kicked out. If I am, I'm sure they'll give me a pass because I'm a foreigner and I don't know the rules. Seems to work out to my advantage often here in India. Okay. Pretty sweet. Oh, it's much cooler up here. Already now, I'm getting a little bit better access to the parts of the fort that I really want to see than I was at the Red Fort. I'm kind of up here on the walls-ish. I'm gonna guess I shouldn't be coming around. Oh man, that's that's pretty risky right there. All right, let's get down from here before I get in trouble. Watch your step, it's a long way down. Alright. Let's come down here and see what we got going on. This is an additional entry gate. Another place with only a single gate. But I'm sure you could put another one here. And one more or two more at the end, and then here it is, archway. Okay, I don't know if these were sealed up. They look kind of plaster sealed, but you could have those open, right? And this is where you would attack your invading enemies as they came through the first gate. Gives you easy access. So a powerful assault. Oh wow, okay. So there's a wall that's been totally destroyed over here. So I think I can get a view from at least the lower section out from the city, so you can get kind of an idea of, well, I guess it wouldn't have looked like this 500 years ago, but The land is the same, however. The buildings and the people occupying it are indeed not. Hello there. Okay, actually. This is not destroyed. This is just where the wall comes to an end, at least that section. And you're here on this portion of the wall. Here there are no battlements, there are no matriculations, there are no arrow loops. So if you were up here defending this portion of the castle or the fort, you would be extremely vulnerable to return fire and assaults. Also, laddering up for your enemies would be easier because there's no safe place to spear them or shoot them from here. The battlement is the portion of stone that comes up and over and back down, and then there's a small gap, a small gap in between, and that's where you can come over from the side and assault your enemies. The arrow loop would be a slit in between, or just a small slit in the stone with like a full covering, so a little rectangular hole or even just a circular hole. I'm mostly rectangular. And then a matriculation, the battlement actually juts out a little bit, or there's a gap between the battlement and the wall itself, and that gives you even further protection and a better angle to assault your enemies from below, almost a straight down angle. Because if you're up top, you have this angle basically, and if you go any further than that, you're gonna fall off the edge, maybe even get lower. But if you have a matriculation, you can push up against the wall of the battlement and shoot basically straight down. Because when your enemies are up against the wall itself gives them cover too. Thanks Shadiversity for the castle information, and I hope I got all those terms right, because I wouldn't want to disappoint you boy Shad.
I think Skydeck, it's Will's Tower.
Willis.
Will's Tower.
Yeah, it's called Willis, I believe.
Yeah.
Willis Tower in Chicago, yes.
Once I will reach there on the top, I can see Chicago everywhere.
Dang, there's actually a lot of people up here on the wall. Oh, I'm so glad I could come. This is already better than the Red Fort. There's a building over this way. It's really big. I wonder if it's connected in the same complex or if it's going to cost me a separate entrance fee on the other side of the fort. We are going to find out. Saw some people coming back this way, so I think the wall probably ends here, or at least there's a spot that's not crossable. Probably another vertical wall at the end where it gets higher, so you have to turn around and come back.
Just I was saying that
You're gonna have to have a really rich mommy and daddy who can bribe some politician to get you in.
Yeah.
You have 3 options. You can either go the legal route or you can go the bribery route. But it's not a bribe in America. It's a campaign contribution. You just have to remember that. I probably get asked this at least every 5 days here in India. I want to come to America. How can I come to America? What can I do to get into America? Which is awesome. Thank you for wanting to come to my country. But also, I can't help you. Ask me, how can you help me? What do you know? I don't know. I've never been trying to get into America. So I'm not qualified to give you advice on what you can do to enter America, to work or study or immigrate. The best I can say is you got to give it a Google. Go online, type in, how do I get to America? How do I get visas? All this information is available. I'm sure there's tons of people on YouTube, because that's how I figured out how to get into India. I'm not living here, obviously, but as a tourist, I just spent a lot of time on Google. Also, the Indian visa website looks like it was built 75 years ago. Okay, we've reached the end of the wall here. Like there's actually 2 walls. And can we make our way down and get to this building? It seems as if that is going to be possible. Just gonna need a little bit of bravery and some strong ankles to take a small drop here. Oh, dang. Before I go that way, let's check this out. Whatever this is. There's a swarm of flies I need to navigate my way around. Also, some shade here. Oh, dang. Holy cow. How cool. 15 out of 10 recommend coming to see this place. Holy cow. Okay, I was right. This is the masjid. The mosque of the old fort. Building 1541. Alrighty. This place is just gargantuan. Here's some scripture. Sorry, I don't know the language, or it's written in possibly Arabic. It definitely doesn't look like Urdu. I can't read that, so my apologies. One thing I've noticed is that there are quite a few Stars of David around here. I don't know if they use a different term for that in Islam. I haven't seen it on any Islamic architecture before, not that I'm an expert on it. I'm pretty sure David is a significant figure in the Islamic scripture, as well as Judaism, Christianity. What can I say, guys? The B-roll does a lot better job explaining the beauty of this place than I ever can. I hope the quality of the footage is good. Because damn, definitely come here. Like I said about the fort, you come to the fort, you gotta come here. It's pretty spectacular. Okay, I'm gonna film one more thing over here. There's one more building that I would like to see, and then I believe I'm going to be taking my leave from this here fort. I'm hot, my camera is very hot, my battery is kind of low, and furthermore, I have plans to meet up with a friend in Chandni Chowk. Okay, the building is this way. Let's see. We'll leave. Okay, this is a step well. Is this the step well or is this the step well? Let's see. I think that this is the well. Most definitely. Oh my. That would be even more incredible if it wasn't full of rubbish. Sheer Mandal, double-storied octagonal pavilion of red sandstone. Believed to have been built 1541. It's a cruciform chamber. It was used by Humayun as his library. He's believed to have died in 1556 after a mortal fall from its steps. Okay. Like I said, guys, watch your steps. Even the emperor can meet his fate by a simple fall down some stairs.